Hey guys, Prexium here from PrexiumGaming. Today I'm going to be recording the first of what I hope to be mini playthroughs to come. Uh, Basically, I'm just going to play through the 4 acts of Diablo on a Barbarian here. This isn't necessarily an advanced playthrough. Beginners can watch this. People who've been playing for a while but haven't played a Barbarian can watch this. I'm going to explain everything as I go through. The first 4 acts, I'm not going to skip any of the dialogue or anything. Once we get to Nightmare, I'm going to go ahead and start skipping all that. But for now, in case people are watching this, they want to see what the story is like, see if they want to get into it or not. I'm just going to go ahead and let the dialogue go. So let's do this. Alright, so go to choose your class. You have your 5 classes here: Barbarian, Demon Hunter, Monk, Witch Doctor, and Wizard. I'm going to be doing the Barbarian today. You can choose Hardcore or Normal. Hardcore is better loot, more gold, but if you die, that's it. You have to delete character and start over. So I'm going to be doing Normal. Same, I'm Stenwolf. That's a very Barbarian name. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to start off with the video, so
I tire of the empty battles I once craved. I wander, outcast, while my tribe curses the gods who abandoned us. Our home is in ruins, yet I stand firm. 6 days ago, the falling star struck the town of Tristram. The dead rose in its wake. What evil is this? Could it be what I have sought these long years? A foe worthy of my blade.
alright, and there you have a very epic beginning to a very good game. Alright, so when you start out,
This place
no armor,
reeks
got
of
a
death.
weapon and a shield.
The fallen star is near.
Um, Here you have your strength, dex, intelligence, vitality, armor, and damage. You can click details and see a more advanced breakdown of all of that. For right now, all you need to worry about is strength and vitality, armor, and damage. Your strength for a barbarian, if you hover over it, it'll tell you primary attribute for barbarians. Increases all damage for barbarians by 10%, increases armor by 10. So the more strength you have, the more armor you can be able to get. Now, Barbarian can choose a couple different weapon sets. They can go the one-handed and a shield. They can do dual one-handed, or they can do two-handed weapons. And I'll touch more about that later when we get some Barbarian-specific stuff that I'll show you guys. Down here, you have your skills. You have a right-click skill, left-click skill, and 1 through 4. If you press S, it'll show you more uh, advanced set here. You don't unlock everything until level 19, and then your passives are fully unlocked at level 30. You're going to have many different passives. You're going to get a lot of different skills, so be able to focus more on playstyle a little bit later in the game. And I'll touch more on that a little bit later. Your first skill here is Bash. See where it says Generate Fury. Over here is your Fury. You generate Fury by attacking and by taking damage. And you get skills later on that use up your Fury. Let's go over here. You just click these guys and it'll auto attack for you here. Very powerful attacks here. The Barbarian is definitely the more tanky class of the game.
I seek the fallen star.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her. Captain Rumford, more dead are coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
Now, if you press Shift and you click a damage, one of your damage buttons, you'll just attack in place, which can be nice if you're in the middle of a lot of enemies, or you're on top of item you don't want to particularly pick up, but you can't afford to move and maneuver around it.
never seen anyone fight like that before.
Over here is your skill tracker, or your
You'll find Leah
quest tracker
sorted
there.
calf in. Burn those corpses before they
Alright, checkpoints. When you reach a checkpoint, if you exit the game and then come back, you'll start back at your latest checkpoint in the quest. Alright, first quest, we're going to go over here. There's a book right here.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
Alright, now the
Rumford said you survived the
quest
falling
here.
star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
The ancients grant me strength.
This is killing business.
Alright, and if we go over here, there's another book right here.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
Alright, we get a new level, which means we get our secondary skill here. Hammer of the Ancients. Cost 20 Fury, so again, that's where the Fury is. Call forth the massive hammer to smash enemies directly in front of you for 325% weapon damage. Hammer of the Ancients has 5% increased critical hit chance. So go ahead and select that. Alright, and the exclamation mark above their head there means quest.
Overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will send them back to their graves. I will save your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Alright, before we go out the gate, we're going to go here into Kane's house. Pick up the book here.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Alright, now we can go to the gate and get started.
How can I help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Your warriors will be avenged.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors. They're attacking the barricades!
Alright, now, Barbarians don't have a self-heal yet. So the only way you can heal yourself right now is through a minor health potion that we currently have. You'll be able to get better potions later. But if you're a little bit newer at these kind of games, you're going to want to be a little bit more defensive until you get the hang of their playstyle here. Alright, as you kill your monsters, or your enemies, or mobs, whatever you choose to call them here, they'll drop items, gold. To pick up the gold, all you have to do is just run over it. Everything else you actually have to manually click on to pick it up. Now, I like going around the edges of the map to make sure I get everything, and then slowly go inward. As you can see on your mini-map here, it'll show you explored, unexplored, so that's really handy there. This quest gives a bonus. If you go ahead and kill all the wretched mothers before you kill the queen, you'll get a little bit more XP than if you hadn't. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It only takes a very little time. Make sure your first time through you click on everything. Just make sure So you can get achievements and extra XP from those books. So that's always handy there. Now that red thing right there is a health club. You can run over that, and it's like a health potion that you don't have to use up. So as you can see, we're gonna dual wield these here, get a little bit more damage than if I'd gone with a sword and shield, or sword and board as it's sometimes called. So if you hear that, that just means sword and shield. Alright, here's our first little dungeon here. Oops. The well under the cave under the well is a really nice one because it's mostly just a gold farm. Now, most dungeons, there's a few static dungeons, but most dungeons, the floor plans are randomly generated, as is some of the levels in some of the later acts. So you're not always going to get the same one twice. Now, you don't always get cave under the well. It's also random if it opens up or not too, so... Alright, now you see your Fury is completely generated. Try your best to never have it at 100%. If it's at 100% and you keep using your Fury generating attacks, it's not actually generating any, so it's technically losing DPS.
Bless his dear heart. Risked everything to bring that dear boy home from the cathedral. Though he is troubled and moody now, I am certain it will pass, and he will once again be the sweet wort we all love.
Alright, so we got another primary skill here, Cleave. This one will do more damage, but this one is an AoE, and right now we're dealing more with group mobs instead of single, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up Cleave so we can bring down this groups faster. And here we got another little dungeon right here with nothing in it. Oh, never mind, here we go. Alright, now if you notice, the name of this item right here is in gray. If you look over here, these are white. There are several different levels of item colors. It goes gray, white, blue, gold, and then green and orange, which are legendaries and set items. Your items will not have really any properties until they become blue, which are magical. And gold is rare, and you have to identify those before you can actually use them. And all you have to do is right-click them to identify them. See?
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight. A heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
Once in a while, when you click on a body, you'll be able to get a journal like that. That happens a lot in Act 3. You'll click on bodies, and there's quite a few journals to be gotten.
The task is done. These unholy creatures can rest now.
Here's another dungeon.
What happened to this treasure?
Nice little boss here. So this boss has a purple name and a yellow circle under it. That means it's a little mini boss here. You'll come across some that have that are blue and have a blue name. Those are elite mobs, and you'll come across those a little bit later. Alright, and as you see, we got all 3 wretched mothers killed, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next part of the quest, which is up here. Oh, and here is a blue item as I was talking. It does more damage than a normal item, plus it has that 2 to 4 lightning damage, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and just do this. Now we're at 10 damage instead of the 5 that we were at.
Old Tristram, Diablo himself once walked this place.
Alright, and that blinking right there means quest point of interest. Go ahead and finish this area up here, and we'll get to the next part. Now, unlike other games, the monsters here do not respawn unless you leave the game, or leave the act. So you could go the entire act with, if you don't leave the game, you can come back to the very beginning and the monsters still won't be here. You actually have to log out and log back in, or go back to the character select screen anyhow. Alright, over here we have the teleporter, or waypoint. It's just a series of teleports, basically, to help you get back from place to place. You don't have to travel all over the place.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him. Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Alright, so now you see Leia has joined your party. She is not a regular mercenary that you can hire, but later on you will get other people. So we're going to come back down here. Oh, actually, let's go to the merchant first.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
I'm going to sell off the random items that I've picked up. He'll have items later for you to buy if you would like. I'm actually going to get both of these because they give us extra XP. So that's nice. Alright, let's sell these back off.
I've got some brand
A little bit less damage, but some extra XP, especially at this level, is really nice.
Here, let me open the gate.
So as you can see, Leia's following us, and she'll
Adria
help
was
us
my
fight a
mother,
little bit
but I
later
don't know
on.
much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What of your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. Look, a hidden cellar. Follow me.
Your mother had her secrets.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
Alright, and here's where the our cleave comes in handy.
The ancients grant me strength.
More items.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Alright, we reached level 3, so we got our first defensive skill. We can go click it, because we don't have any other skills that we can choose from. So, generates 15 fury. It has a cooldown, though, of 12 seconds, which means you can only use it every 12 seconds. Smash the ground, stunning all enemies within 12 yards for 4 seconds. And that's what it looks like. Alright. As soon as you come out, you're going to get ambushed by some more Risen here. More bodies, barrels for us to break open.
Another poor soul.
If you're lucky, you'll this little area right here is actually a pretty nice dungeon you can get into, but I've only seen it opened up twice, so
Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star lies within.
so we're going to the cathedral here. Slay some more Risen, as barbarians are wont to do. Just slay stuff all the time.
This is where the star fell.
Now you can actually interact with the dungeons once in a while, like that chandelier there. See, 3 monsters killed by the dungeon. Get a nice little achievement, some extra XP for that. Once in a while, you get this little new lore button.
Has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it. Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge. The evil forces that linger here give them strength, and I fear that the worst is yet to come.
Alright, now this is a shrine right here. Alright, this one's an enlightened. There's a so an enlightened shrine, a treasure shrine, a protection shrine, and a frenzied shrine. And the enlightened gives plus 25% XP. The treasure find one gives plus 25% magic and gold find, which means you have 25% chance better of 25% chance more of finding better gear and more gold. Protection gives you plus 25 or 50% armor or damage reduction, and the frenzied one gives you 25% faster attack speed. Now the nice things about being a barbarian is they're tough, so they can hack and slash their way through crowds fairly easily right now. So you can see we just ate through those guys fairly easily. Also, for the first difficulty, which is normal that we're playing on, I'm going to be exploring all of the dungeon. So I'm not going to be going just from point A to point B. I'll be exploring and showing you guys what's in and what's not, so on and so forth here. Alright, this little scribe's lectern, you're going to find a lot of these throughout the game. Well, again, drop another book.
My name is Lackdanon, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Alright, and these are the blue elites I was talking about. Later on at level 60, these are really nice because they'll give you special magic and gold find buffs. See the 3% chance better of finding magical items. Go down here if you put that on. See how right now it's currently 0%. Put that on and magic find goes up to 3%. Again, a lot of stuff to click on while you're going through. Nice little opportunities for gold here, especially if you're just starting out. And that guy blew up into ice because I did a critical hit with a cold weapon. One of these. Yes, this one right here. This one's cold. If you hit them with a critical, they'll blow up in a way specific to the damage type. So since I critically hit him with cold, he turned into ice. Alright, and that's the door to the next area, but like I said, I'm going to explore everything here, so not quite ready for that area yet. If you press M, you will bring up a big overall map here, and you'll be able to see your progress. And to bring up your skill window, you can press S or click down here. So, or you can click the little plus that shows up right there.
I've gained new power.
When you level up, you refill your life, and if you're some classes like monks, they have spirit, it'll refill your spirit, because spirit isn't a one that you have to generate. Typically, you have built-in spirit regen, so it'll fill up the spirit, but fury is not filled up. I believe wizards get their mana filled up as well.
The ancients smile on me.
Now if you look, we just got a mighty blow. Mighty blows happen when you, and a massacre right there. A mighty blow happens if you kill 10 or more with, or 5 or more with one blow. You get a little bit extra XP, and massacres happen with if you killed 10 or more monsters without stopping, you get extra XP for that too.
Your flesh is weak.
See, another mighty blow plus 9 XP bonus. Massacre plus 24. Another lectern.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
Now if you hold down the Alt button, you'll be able to see items that have dropped. Because after a while these will, the names will fade out. So if you just press Alt, they'll come back up and you can see what's dropped. Alright, and we have a chest here. Open it up and it'll drop you sometimes items, sometimes just gold. Nothing down there. Alright, we have oh no, I guess we missed a spot down here, I'm sorry. Alright, now we've explored everything, so we can go to the waypoint over there. If you notice right here it says level 1, it means that there's going to be multiple levels to this area. So that'll lead us to level 2. Alright, we're going to go down to level 2, Leoric's Passage.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Alright, now we gotta go down and save Deckard Cain here. Chop through some skeletons here.
I will save you!
Stay back!
War Stomp
Not
and
enough fury.
stun this guy here. Kite him around, pick up a health globe. Alright, got some pants. Now we're not quite so naked.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
I have need of your knowledge, Deckard Cain. Leah will be happy that you live.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found.
Go to Cathedral Garden
We
here.
must discuss the
Discovered a
fallen
waypoint.
star. Follow me to Tristram.
Back to Tristram here. Cutscene.
I have honored my pledge to Leah and rescued Cain. All that stands between me and the mystery of the fallen star is the Skeleton King, whose return has again darkened Tristram.
Go up here and talk to
Uncle,
Leia.
you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Time is running short. What can you tell me of the fallen star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
Alright, checkpoint reached. That's actually where I'm going to end it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil.
I guess I'm starting the next
He
quest.
lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
A sad tale, but I seek the fallen star, and he stands in my way.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll have more to come, picking up right where we left off right here. Thanks for watching. If you have any feedback, leave it down in the comments below. I'll be reading each one. Taking notes. If you guys found something you liked, didn't like, just let me know. Thanks.